That's interesting. It's what you call habitat. I turned my camera. This is just the PS, but I turned my camera off there because unusually there's a chap walking along. 2 expensive dogs. That's the other thing that's happened. It's like everybody that's come out here, they so define themselves. Particularly, this is really intensified particularly the last year. It's bizarre. Some of the vehicle, yeah, they kind of define themselves. Hey, I got special dogs that require special kind of... I mean, they wouldn't think just to say to their dogs, go up there. Yeah, that's the point. See, they never take them up there. Never. You never see anybody taking their dogs up onto this. That's Offa's Dyke. It goes along all the way up there. And these kinds of people with special dogs, in other words, they're expensive. Yeah, it used to be kind of till 5 years ago. I'm sounding like an old curmudgeon, but all I care about deep down is real, healthy psychological paradigms, real ones. Not as a result of false therapy, I mean intelligent counsellors and therapists, no, intellectual ones, the very few there are, not that I've needed their services, but the very few there are, it's interesting, the last 2 or 3 years will occasionally write, do you know what, maybe our professions, vocations achieve absolutely nothing for people. And I actually believe that is true in 99% of the cases. They don't tell people to go off and just walk and be something which you know is not good for you. Be that, which in my case is flirting with women in these local towns, particularly in the last year. It's not what I want to do, but anyway, let's keep to the point. The point is healthy psychological paradigms. Yes. 5 years ago, if you were speaking with somebody, certainly 10 years ago, they'd always be embarrassed to say, oh, this is a thoroughbred, this is a purebred, this is a... It's like taking yourself too seriously. But it's totally changed now. It's like, there's this... Well, I'm sorry, it's a special dog, it's a thoroughbred, you know. I'm sorry, we can't, I must restrain it and pay it particular attention, and I don't want it too wayward as it's going along on its lead, and they'll go down, they'll hold them, they'll make a real point of holding them as well, as if they have to be protected by a walker coming in the opposite direction. And of course this is doing exactly the opposite for the dog. What they're not protecting it at all, they're actually damaging the dog's psyche, but it's their own psyche as well. And it's like this has become the currency, and it's so notable if you're... And I mean, these are town people who've set up here. You can tell by their clothing. I mean, I could tell 100 years ago if somebody's an ex-town person. Yeah, they've got clean worker boots that are the trendy ones that, if I watch television, they're probably advertised on television. certain kinds of clothing that, the camel boot, let's say, it's probably not the camel boot anymore, but it would have been 20 years ago, as in the cigarette brand, I believe. They always have the kind of stuff on that if they went to a posh pub later on with a fat bimbo-y kind of wife, they would be told, hey, you're looking great, in your trendy gear. It's sort of bohemian Marks and Spencers, basically. Anyway, proper country people don't wear that stuff. They don't wear something. They don't wear a pair of boots worth £125 because it'll just get ruined. They'll just get ruined doing proper country things. Anyway, yes, their kind of bearing is you haven't got a dog with you, and you don't look like me, so I might actually even need to protect my dogs from you, son. I mean, in other words, their dog. But what are they doing with their dogs? It's just a lifestyle. They're projecting some persona, but this thing that they're doing, it's not doing them any good. Anyway, it's almost silly ranting on, but the thing I really realised yet, people who are spending a lot of time on these devices, and it's more women, and it is. You meet so many, or virtually every woman I've met, 75% of women I've met, I must have met 50, 60 in the last 3 years, who've relocated here either recently or in the last 5 years. They're actually, all of them, making, well, they say they're making a living by spending a lot of time on their bums dealing with life through screens. And the problem is that also kind of resets your personal value system, and certainly I suppose they're continually encountering messaging about, people are going to behave badly towards you online. Probably they do. I don't have much to do with it. But they're so it's like the whole way is risk averse, or rather even protective, and it's as if they already have all the strategies in there from human resources ready the second you're not quite in accordance with the curated version of humanity. They will attack with strategies, and it's just horrible. And that's the way I accept entirely. That's the way humanity is now. So, fuck it. I should just go and put my head. Oh, there's the river down there. I should put my head over the railway line. I've never lived near a railway. I actually quite like it. Only one choo-choo an hour. I should go and put my head over the railway line. Get rid of it now, because this is the way it's going to be. Or just do some crazy long walk. Now, I've got to find somehow some bloody women who aren't polluted by this new snotty, oversensitive, pathetic paradigm. The problem is that of those who aren't, many of them gradually became alcoholics or drug guzzlers, and I can't stand either of them. So what does one do? I don't know. I really don't know.